Last time on the Power to Rise. As our heroes recovered from the various bits of news and research they had stumbled upon, our dear... Excuse me, wow, my brain just spaced out for a second there. Redo it! Technical difficulties!
Josh, just keep going.
Hi. For a brief second there, I think I forgot your character's name.
Oh my god, Zephyr.
Thank you.
Oh no.
I had a legitimate
brain.
We're having a good day.
I was just like, where is it? Oh god, no, it's not there.
Oh no, Josh.
Okay. Last time on the Power to Rise, as our heroes made their way around the town of Claimhold, they found bits and pieces of what they had come to gain, acquire, knowledge, information, answers.
If you can call it that.
Some of these answers devolved their way into further and further dangers.
And lots of questions.
The party's tiefling, Zephyr, believes she had found her mother, possibly, when a strange man shot her in the hole. Following up after a chase, this led her almost entirely across town, and regaining her allies in the process. They managed to corner the man and tackle him to the ground. As they went for the rest, they found out that he was simply a decoy, sent to lead him off on another wild goose chase. On their way back, the rest of the party was met with a strange man known as Charles, a tiger man, who insisted that it was best if they lay low elsewhere during the time. On finally taking a look around, they realized that their companion Phony was nowhere to be seen. Upon their return to the Wandering Weasel Inn, Zephyr found a note with an address and the notes, "Come alone." She left, but not before being tailed by a Torihito. She found her way into the lower wards. She met a man from the Grand Tournament, one with a penchant for using chains, and he led him to his master, a man known as Decker, a demon hunter, who informed him that whatever the woman was down in the sewers, chained up, was not truly Zephyr's mother. This thing, whatever it was responsible for tainting her blood. And if she ever got out, disaster might strike the world. He let her go with as much information as he was willing to share, and she reconvened with the rest of our party members. It was during this time that Finn had also discovered information from Qeltrin that a particular someone from his past, known as Eod, was in town as well. With this information in tow, it all settled in for the evening. And we find our heroes waking up the next morning. It's another pleasant summer morning. Early on in the summer season, of course. Outside, you guys can still hear a little bit of celebration going on over here and there. Thankfully, it's muted due to the natures of the inn that you guys are staying in. It's nice, quiet. Zephyr, how are you doing?
Didn't sleep that well, as to be expected. Zephyr was gonna get up, and Decker told her that if she needed to contact him, just to leave a note amongst her things. And she's been up all night thinking about what she might do, and she thinks the best thing to do is take the paper she stole from the Hall of Pages to the Scryer and get a third uninvolved party's opinion on what might be going on, and maybe gain some more information before she makes a final decision.
Okay.
So she's going to write a note to Decker, and I actually have it written down right here if you want to see it. But
oh, thanks.
she writes down Well, she probably gets phony to write this, to be honest.
Okay, yeah.
She can't write, but
Managed to get funny, woken up in the morning. What?
Can you jot this down for me real quick? It's important.
There's paper, pen, something.
Here.
Her hair is a kind of bleary, curly, brown mess right now. She's just like, yeah, sure.
Alright, and the note's going to say, she's going to use D, not use specific names, but she writes D.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you, but I need to be sure. I'm taking the papers I stole to the scryer. Please don't make any moves without me, Z. And then she's just going to fold that up and kind of not totally hide it, but put it somewhere where if somebody were to come in and kind of search through her stuff, they would be able to find it. Because that's how he said to contact him. So she just kind of folds it over and sets it on her desk.
Kindly go through my things.
Yep. As you get everything settled, Foe's kind of woken up at this point. She's getting herself all ready for the day. She looks over towards you. Hey, so, you okay?
No, but I'll manage.
Okay. Alright, well, we should probably go meet the others for...
Breakfast?
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going to be eating too much.
and coffee.
Yeah, let's get you some coffee, buddy.
Don't know if I want to steal the Anymug again, or if I just want to get whatever they have here.
See which one smells better?
That's not a bad idea. Just don't want to use up a charge, in case. Yeah. The two of you managed to get yourselves up out of the room, led back to the main dining area. Everyone else kind of wakes up around the same time.
Well,
Make your way over towards the dining hall. Yeah. Finn, you've kind of been getting a little bit of the hang of the meditation. It's a little weird, man.
It continually weird, and even when the sun comes up, he's usually like, glorious sun, greeting me into the morning. But now he's just like, fuck, shit, fuck.
Yeah, and you thankfully just reach up and draw the blinds down.
He had spent the night in his trance. Just basically the Eod thing has pretty much dominated his entire mind. He's been running through, why could he possibly be here? What reason would he have to come here? How did he get in here? And more importantly, what's the play? And he's finally got it. So when he gets up, he gets himself dressed, and he leaves without any of his stuff.
And while you were in trance, you were told by Finn, Duskrin.
Hi, I'm Finn.
Yeah, you are. I apologize. Now there's two of you.
I was told by Duskrin
that the trance is a strange thing. Long ago, the Drow didn't have visions. Now they do. Sometimes the visions are of what they feel might be a past life, or maybe the things of the day, or maybe something from your own past.
Oh, good. Can I see when I was a person?
You recall back
human.
to... Yeah,
Drow are
you
people
recall
too.
back to when you were human, when you were back home.
Mm-hmm.
And because you had been fixated on Eod so long, you remember back to the times when the three of you worked together to take down some problematic people. You guys definitely butted heads every once in a while, but still managed to get the job done. Still though, finding that knife. Other than that, though, you still managed to get the benefits.
Fuel for the fire. Fuels for the fire.
Yep.
But yeah, he gets up and he departs his room with none of his gear.
So a naked drow walks into the room.
None of his gear. He still has the clothes, shithead.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, Finn, you managed to make it to the dining room.
Hey Finn, how's it hanging?
Better than you.
Yep. For brief sake, Gambul, you've already kind of gotten up and going. You've For some reason, the beds here are so comfy. You're
Well-
up and ready to go, I would say.
Oh, I was also going to say Gambul probably didn't sleep well because he just spent all night thinking about his clan.
Okay.
You know, because he just found
My
out they were
apologies.
alive.
Any of us sleeping well?
No.
Probably not.
But,
I am.
Are you?
No.
No.
Oh no, I basically had hate sleep. It was great.
so, yeah,
yes.
Gambul,
Qeltrin doesn't have anything personal going on right now, so he's fine.
Cool.
Gambul, you know that there are still some of your folks left alive, which is good.
It's something.
To
I'm
the
taking it and
north,
running with it.
Northeast, maybe. Yeah. No definite direction, but it's a start.
They're up there.
Mhm.
Know where to start.
Gambul will comb mountains with actual comb.
Torihito,
Uh,
other than the words flitting across your mind every once in a while within your dreams, it's been mostly normal. Other than maybe the other worries you might have had about current goings on.
yeah. And that vision I saw is still picking at my mind.
Yep.
Still wondering what any of it even means.
Yeah. Qeltrin, you've actually stayed up a little bit last night, I believe.
Oh yeah.
As you went to retire, you casually cracked open your book and it decided to speak with you. And you recall it telling you, I've been listening in.
Very well.
And as you settled in for the evening, it showed you images, it showed you details. And it says, I believe I know. It's possible I might know what you're talking about. However, this is just hearsay and folklore. But this might be it. And I've already presented you with some of the information.
Yep.
As you guys reconvene in the dining hall, Duskrin's already there. No Dexes this time. As you guys all kind of come in from various hallways into the main area. Duskrin kind of raises up a hand, waves at you guys. Hey,
Hey, Duskrin.
hey, how'd you all sleep?
Mhm.
Very well.
Better.
About as much as can be expected.
As you guys head on over towards the table, you see that he's apparently already ordered breakfast for everybody.
You are a blessing and a saint, thank you.
I kind of get bored, and I guess I keep track of time until you guys wake up. Sorry, but just I figured this would be better for you guys.
Appreciated.
How are you doing being awake during the day all the time now?
It takes some getting used to be honest, but I find time for it.
Okay.
How Duskrin stops and looks around. He sees a bunch of like tired, grumpy faces. So
We're barely used to doing it the normal way.
so what's the plan? He turns towards Zephyr.
I think I believe Decker, but just to be sure, I don't want to just casually agree to killing someone, especially when they could be a parent. I'm going to take these, and she takes the papers out of her place where she hides things, and take them to, what was that square you guys used?
Torihito, Gambul.
Auspicious Auguries? I need to go
Yeah.
back there anyway.
Yeah, I figured I'd take it to her, and you said she likes tea and biscuits, so as a peace offering, from what happened last time, I figured I'd buy her some tea, some biscuits, and see if maybe she can help me out. Maybe see if what was originally written on these, or see if she can get a feeling from it. I figure a third non-interested party would get me closer to the truth than anything else. Besides, Eric's warned me against seeing Charles again. And then when you asked your Magic 8-Ball Gamble, they said that the people down below didn't have my best interests at heart, and maybe seeing them again unprepared is not a good idea. So I'll go see the scryer and go from there.
Definitely sounds like a plan.
Anybody want to come with me?
Where is this again?
I'll go with. I need to pay them back anyhow.
Thanks, Torihito. I don't really want to be by myself right now. I mean, I know I'll have Phony with me, but if these people are half as dangerous as they could be, well, we might not be able to take them alone.
That's fair.
What is everyone else doing?
Where is that scryer again?
Down in the lower
wards.
wards.
I need to make a trip to the study area, and I need Qeltrin's help.
Why do you need my help?
I need to make a play to make contact with Iad, and you are going to impersonate a guard.
I have absolutely no reason to do this. He wouldn't have any idea who you are.
Exactly. I'll explain on the way.
Wait, what are you doing?
You're
Simple.
gonna have to describe this to me now before I decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Well, a man named Fadil is going to try and kill me. It's Finn. I'm gonna approach him as if a crazy man from the desert is trying to kill me.
Okay.
Shouldn't you let Amon know that this is going down?
Or you
I thought he
know,
did that a
maybe
lot.
not
I did.
try to do this in the study area?
I thought I did that at the end of the last session.
You sent a note to Amon that
I thought I did.
Ian was here?
Yeah.
I think he used the paper dragon.
Yeah. At the very least, that would have happened this morning before I came down here.
Great.
I've already sent him a note. He knows.
Well, hopefully he'll show up and give you a hand. If this guy is as dangerous as you say he is, are you sure you're gonna be okay?
It doesn't add up. On his own, he's no more dangerous than I am. Arguably much less so. And I still don't know why he's here. He shouldn't be here.
Maybe you should question him, before whatever it is you're going to do to him.
And that's the idea.
It's a good idea.
By enlisting him for my help against the madman human known as Finn, hopefully I can get him to disclose some things.
That's a pretty clever play.
And the reason I would go to him is because the guard, and I gesture to Qeltrin, won't help me. Does this make
Kelvin's
sense?
just been perusing his book, honestly.
So that's a yes. Wonderful. Let's go.
If you think so.
Duskrin looks over towards Gambul, and what are you up to?
Gambul just kind of shrugs. Gambul kind of waiting to go north. Not sure what to do.
Would you like to join either of us? Finn and his murder plan, or my delightful trip to the seer?
Murder plan in the middle of a library. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm not gonna kill him in the library. What is wrong with you?
Thank you. I needed that laugh.
Probably would also be a bad idea if any actual guards saw it and,
Look, if he doesn't know I'm Finn, I have all the time in the world.
True.
Didn't I
But
mention
you might
that?
want to be careful with Qeltrin doing a impersonation of a guard while there.
He will not have to talk to anyone except me. And then he can just walk around a corner and turn back. Simple.
You see, that's the problem, is that if there's another guard in there and he happens to come over and ask me a question that I can't answer, he'll know I'm fake.
Are you worried about maybe losing your membership at the study area?
Or worse.
Or worse.
Expelled.
This is a personal vendetta. I have no reason to be involved.
I'll go alone.
Don't go alone.
I'm going to be in the study area anyway, so if anything does happen, I can help. However...
Yeah, I will be too. No offense, Zephyr.
Oh, none taken. If what's going down is going down, I want as many people with Finn as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Gambul's still really not sure what to do because he's not sure that the seer wants to see him when you feel like he'll draw attention at the study area. So,
This fucking disguised Gambul is a scholarly fucking giant.
Hey, Gambul. Phony kind of speaks up from her tankard of coffee.
All right. We don't have to do the guard thing. Gambul, you can come with us. Qeltrin, I don't know. Give him reading 101.
I mean, we could just be us. Duskrin says, pointing between himself and Qeltrin.
Kind of like how he did the other day.
Yeah, Eod kind of knows us, so we could all volunteer to help or something. I don't know.
That's right. I didn't have time to ask. What did he... You said he approached you?
Yes.
Oh, I kind of ran into him, actually.
What? Okay.
There were books.
From the beginning, exactly what happened.
We gathered some books, turned a corner, and bumped into him.
Yeah.
Did you exchange any words?
He apologized for bumping into us, if I recall correctly. Had noticed some of the books I was gathering with Duskrin here, and realized that most of them were based on the Madlands. So he started asking questions about the Madlands, and I was happy to talk to him about it.
Okay.
I mean, do you even really need to name drop yourself? He's there, just have Qeltrin introduce you or whatever. Chat it up that way.
I guess. Let's just go.
All right.
what was Phony about to say to me?
Funny looks up at you, Gambul. Hey, so I remember hearing about your little fiasco down there. It might be best if we were to make an apology. Maybe we were all there.
I'll buy the tea and biscuits, and you can carry them in, Gambul. It'll be like a peace offering.
I mean,
Fine.
Gambul was fun. It's kind of me who kind of blew
everything up.
blew everything up.
Then he blew up.
So you can hang out behind us. I mean, we're not great barriers. It's just,
We'll see what happens.
I'll take the gentle nudge. I'll go with the
All right. Okay. Well, breakfast is soon wrapped up. You guys kind of pick yourselves up, head off in different directions. Out the door, everyone kind of gives a little bit of a nod towards each other.
Be careful, okay?
Same to you.
Don't do anything Gambul wouldn't do.
Arguably you more so.
Jimmy. Don't do anything Gambul wouldn't do.
I heard.
What wouldn't Gamble do? Anyways.
Read a book. He doesn't
Restrain himself.
And as you guys split up, head in your different directions. Zephyr, Torihito, Gambul, and phony. I should actually throw her onto the thing. Sorry.
You should.
I remember I deleted her off the thing last time because you guys lost her. There's
Intentionally.
Don't rub it in.
As you guys head on south towards the markets and the lower wards along those lines.
Do we find a place to pick up some tea and...
Yeah, along the way, there's a nice little bakery. They also have a tea steeper in store this morning. They're doing their damnedest. They have this like whole long kettle sort of thing that they're doing over their shoulders. Perhaps showing off a little bit, I would say. But yeah, as you were sitting there ordering tea, it takes about maybe 5 minutes to get your fucking tea together. And then when you explain to them that you want it to go in like a nice container, they kind of have an issue and start wrapping everything up again.
Like, I'll give you a little extra coin if it's trouble.
A hand out stretches.
She gives him a little
Yep.
extra.
A little pocket change. As you guys are sitting around waiting for this sort of thing to happen, I would like you guys to make a perception check for me.
Everyone?
No, just these.
Gamble sees all.
Jesus.
What does Gamble see with a 45? Okay. Gamble, as you're hanging out, tea, biscuits, you're not exactly like paying much attention to what's going on, whatever, culinary arts. Hey, there's a wagon rolling through. That wagon looks awfully familiar. Oh, that's Amon.
Oh.
And as you see him approaching, he's actually driving his camels or kind of leading the cart through. There's a lot of people just kind of like eyeballing him every once in a while, like, what the fuck? Because most of the time, you know, horses or oxen or something along those
The
lines.
fuck's a camel?
Weird,
Gam-
smelly, humpy beast.
Imagine like Zephyr's up at the counter and Torihito's just kind of standing next to Gambul. Gambul's gonna like pat him on the shoulder and point over to the cart.
Raymond?
Ah, hello, friends. How are you all this morning?
We're doing.
He actually pulls his cart down to a slowing stop near you guys and hops down. My, crazy big city we have here.
Quite.
I'm actually really glad to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
You might want to get to the study area.
Oh,
She makes a gesture for him to get a little closer.
oh, okay. As he kind of
Okay.
comes on over.
So the first thing you're going to want to know is Finn is a drow.
Amon actually kind of like pauses for a good long minute staring at you, Zephyr.
He got
Then he
cursed.
kind of slowly turns and looks at the other two.
He got cursed.
Oh, I get it. This is a prank.
That's not even that's not even the worst of it.
And he didn't even tell me. Okay.
I have been,
Know
how
how
you say,
he-
punked.
Eons in
You
the
know
city.
Did you get the note that he sent you with who's here?
Oh, I think I got a note. Yes, Yes, Eon's in the city.
Yeah, he's at the study area, and that's where he's going now.
At the very least, him being a drow won't attract any attention.
I think his plan is to capture him and question him, but I don't know. Maybe having a cooler head there as well will help in that.
Well, I can say this, knowing the two, there might be more danger than we might be able to anticipate at this moment. Where are they at?
The
Grand
study area.
study area.
Good. Now, I must be one to admit, he kind of gestures back to his cart. It has been a pain trying to get inside the city. I did happen to get my my papers to get inside, but when they told me that I needed additional permits for driving a wagon on the roads, it took me a little bit longer. You folks wouldn't happen to know where a structure is around here. They call it a parking lot?
A what?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with the concept.
I
They say
wasn't
it's-
ready.
They say it's a designated area to store a vehicle. I have... This place baffles me.
Well, Well,
Have
hang
we?
on.
Okay, have we? Can I make a learning roll to see if we've seen something where there's a bunch of wagons just in an area?
I'm gonna also take out my world map.
Yeah, we got a world map. Roll a world map effect on me, would you? And Torihito, you can also roll me a learning.
What would it be to roll that?
Scroll down. You
Torihito
actually
don't know
have a
shit.
legendary
Oh, yeah.
item.
Let
Click
me
that
just-
shit.
14.
Yep. As Torihito, you're sitting there going, a flat stretch of land to park at. What? And Zephyr,
Like
you
an
pull
open
your
stable?
map, and it kind of zooms in on an area. It's like, oh, you're looking for a parking lot. Beep, 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 beep. These locations are good.
I
Right
know
here,
what you
asshole.
came on.
Oh, fascinating.
walking
I did
here.
happen to. He pulls out his own map. Find one of these. Excuse me, I'm just going to mark this down. Excellent. Thank you.
Once you're
Convenient
settled,
that he had that.
I would go to the study area as soon as possible.
I think that's my top priority. Thank you very much for informing me.
Of course.
Yes. Well, in any case, I'll make sure that I'll make sure there is as little danger as possible.
I'd appreciate that.
In either case, you folks enjoy your. He actually looks over at the guy making tea.
Oh, do I have enough to pour him a spare cup?
He just kind of like raises a hand, like, no, I will investigate this further later. This confounds me.
Okay.
Later, I have more important things to do.
Safe travels.
Safe travels to you as well. And as he hops back into his cart, he actually just and gets his camels going again. And they take off down the wagon. As it passes by, you hear a child down the road just scream, "Mommy, the animal farted!"
It sure did.
And as you guys continue to watch after this roving, strange-looking cart heading on up the road, the folks right behind you announce that they've got your biscuits and tea all wrapped up in a nice, cozy thing. So,
Wonderful.
good to go.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Garochi, let's go.
To whom?
Yeah.
To what?
We find ourselves with Qeltrin, Finn, Duskrin, as you guys make your way through the buildings of Academy Corner. Thankfully, Duskrin is kind of like leading the charge down the way. He's kind of been... He admits that he's been like kind of finding his way around town while you guys are asleep. Scouting out the area, finding some decent ways to get back and forth.
Not gonna complain about that.
That's fair.
Yeah, there was at one time we almost ran into a fight club. That was... I just wanted to make sure which alleys were safe.
That's fair. Makes sense.
And Finn, as you guys breach past as particular alleyways, Qeltrin is already familiar with the site, but you look upon this sort of giant expanse of grassy land, just out in this one particular section of the city, where everywhere else is kind of crowded together with different buildings of different architectures and styles and everything. The Grand Study area sits out there as its own big white marble brick building. Sloping roofs. There's a giant clock in one of the 4 towers, and a bell that's resting beneath it. You think you might have heard that the other day, every once in a while ringing, but it didn't occur to you that this might have been the place this entire time.
Oh, that's what that thing do.
Yep. As you guys look upon this sort of stretch of area, there's a few people milling about, kind of enjoying some breakfast as they take part in some morning studies. There's a gentleman out in front teaching some little kids and everything. You guys manage to pass on by, though they do kind of wave at you guys. You guys do look a little strange.
I've done my absolute best to look as not strange as possible. I'm just a regular drow. Come to the
Qeltrin
library.
just wave it back at
Mostly
the
they're
kids.
waving at Qeltrin, because they're like, there's Dragon Guy. Hi, Dragon Guy.
Qeltrin just waves at them.
And yeah, the guy teaching them kind of like asks them to pay a little more attention. But yeah, you guys managed to make it towards the front. And Qeltrin, as you step inside, one of the big giant doors towards the front has been opened at this point. Seems that there's not really any classes going on at the moment. Might be that early in the day.
Good, maybe I can get my books and get some fucking reading in.
As you head off towards the front desk, there's a young woman sitting behind the desk as she looks up, glasses, hair pulled back and everything. She looks up at you. Hello, sirs. Are we members?
I believe I am.
Oh, excellent. Your name, please.
Qeltrin, Faxan.
Qeltrin Faxan. Okay, thank you. She starts going through this. A halfling woman kind of like pulls out some lists and everything. Let's see. I see you're a recent addition.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, have they have given you a hand lamp? Yes?
You cut out a bit.
She asked if they managed to get you your hand lamp. Yeah, you do recall that you turned it down because you had a drift globe.
They had offered me one, but I have a drift globe, so I prefer to use this. It's a little bit brighter.
Oh, right. Yes, I heard about that.
Right.
Oh, my apologies. Okay. She starts rifling through some papers and everything like that, pulls open a couple drawers, and she pulls out a few wrist bracelets and hand them over to you guys. It is rather early in the morning. This is a members only time, so here's for you, and seeing as you two are accommodating him, Duskrin kind of raises his hand. I believe I'm a member with him too. Oh, Mr. Duskrin, I take it. Yes, ma'am. Huh, well, excellent. And I believe, yes, they are still holding onto your books for you at the inner island, if you will.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Is there anything else I can help you with this morning?
No, not that I can think of right now. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much, sir, and hope you enjoy reading.
All right, let's see if I can't find anything else.
I will go browsing. Wink.
Yeah. Finn, to describe the inner library of the Grand Study Area, it's a giant, massive, freaking, just almost like it would be a cathedral if this was supposed to be a religious area. But big walls off towards the sides, a 2-footer sort of thing. The second floor is at least 100 feet up. Staircases are actually towards the walls where you entered in, and they lead up towards it. And this place is just packed with shelves every here and there.
Yeah, Finn is caught between like 1/3 looking through books, because that's actually a thing he wants. A third looking for the man he's looking for, and a third just over and over in his head like, man, it would be a logistical nightmare to have a fight in here.
Oh, actually, Qeltrin actually thinks back. Did he mention what Iad had been calling himself?
Ike.
Okay, that's about it. That's all I really wanted to make sure you know.
Cool.
Out of anything I've gotten, I think.
Qeltrin, you managed to get your books gathered up from the folk who were holding it from you the previous day. They're actually kind of happy to see you come in. They've recognized you by face. They help you get your reading back. They also grab Duskrin's stuff too, as he kind of taking a look around. He actually nudges you on the side a bit. It's a little quiet in here.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. She said it's members only right now, right?
Yeah, which means that hardly anyone else is going to be in here.
Do you think Iad's a member?
Now that I think about it, maybe.
Damnable library standards.
There he goes.
Well, I figure if he's gonna be here, he's looking for the same thing I am, so I'm just gonna head toward.
Actually, he is.
Yeah, that's about right. Geographical locations and legends.
Yep.
Just
The
kind of
geographical
defeated.
locations and legends are up on the second floor. Qeltrin and Duskern are already headed up that way. It seems they have a spot that they're heading to. But,
All right. Yep.
Yeah. Duskern helpfully points it out for you.
Thank you.
Managed to find some books on the Hopeless. Charts, maps, hardly any of them are filled out from your recollection. Books, theories, ledgers, all sorts of things. There's a lot. There's a lot of books.
That's a lot of books.
And that's just from one shelf. As you look up and down, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of books, and I don't know the Dewey Decimal System.
Nope. And as you're sitting there going, "This is a lot of books," Duskern points at another shelf and goes, "Yeah, that's where all the Madland stuff is. More shelves."
And Qeltrin's basically like in the middle of all that, just reading.
Like, I get that the Madlands are effectively just chaos personified, but is there that much information on them?
Some of it is speculation, some of it is actual fact, and since I'm, a byproduct of it and I've actually lived in it, I have to go through it and find out which of these books are actually, correct and which are all bullshit.
So, you're performing a public service?
Less of public service, since I can't just get rid of these books, and more of I'm trying to just find as much information as I can.
Still, you can report it.
Yeah, I probably could, but then I have to try to explain that I am actually from the Madlands. And that gets attention that is aggravating. I've been there already.
Fair enough.
Is this place run by Muse?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely don't do that then.
Yeah, they'd probably look at me and be like, "Hey, that thing needs to be locked up."
Well, didn't you guys say you ran into some folks who worked at the, that one place out there?
The
yes.
facility. Yeah, that
Observatory.
place sucked.
See, this is why I don't mention things. Well, specifically that I'm from the Madlands.
So you don't mention that one thing.
Correct.
I mean, I doubt they're gonna. Duskern looks at you for a bit. Qeltrin's like, cut you up.
No, because I wouldn't give them the chance.
I'm gonna look through shelves now.
All right. As you
it's a lot of skimming through shelves and just looking for,
Yeah, go ahead. Make me a general perception check to find some stuff.
21.
Yeah. You managed to find some decent books. You actually find some that were expeditions from local claimhold folks who tried their hardest to get out to the Hopeless. It's still not very well uncharted, but it looks like they found a couple of interesting spots you didn't know about before. Actually,
find a pad and paper and take notes.
Yeah, but one of the books actually does catch your interest, and it basically a sort of secondhand account of someone telling that they've heard of the Opal.
It's like one of those things where he's skimming through books and putting them back on the shelf, and then he has to stop, go back 3 books.
And from the looks of it, this is a journal of some sorts. So this might be interesting. You might need to spend some time with it.
Yeah. Check that out. Check these out, or do you just read them in here?
You can just read them in here. I don't know if I have a checking books out system.
I'll have to see about that on the way out.
See, most of this information that I find is true. I'm kind of just... I'd imagine I'd be feeding it into the tome I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a magic book.
Well, if you have any information that needs to be stored and all that, I can probably just talk to it and see if it knows anything.
Yeah.
From the looks of this is going to be half mad ramblings. I don't think you want that.
90% of the shit I'm reading is mad ramblings. I just have to find what's actually true.
We'll see.
You guys settle in for a little bit of studying. And of course, ambushing.
It's not an ambush.
Sure.
What the fuck?
I'm kidding. We rejoin Zephyr, Torihito, Gambul, and Phony as you guys head on south towards Torihito, Gambul. You guys remember the directions towards Auspicious Auguries. Doesn't make it any more comfortable as you guys kind of round the corner and see the sort of ramshackle house sitting there menacingly.
Oh god, they're gonna be so mad at us.
I kind of imagined it being a bit more welcoming.
You would think, right?
I mean,
Did too.
it's not that far off from where I used to live, Phony kind of admits.
Oh yeah.
I stayed in worse.
We're still trying to improve goblin living conditions. Yo! A voice screams out from the front door as it slams open.
Zephyr almost drops the tea and then catches it.
Yeah, the granddaughter comes storming out of the front with a frying pan in her hand.
Kind of just like snapped to attention when she yelled.
Yup, and as she comes stomping down the steps, looking between both Torihito and Gambul, she said you guys would be coming back. So, why?
Why what?
Oh, hello, miss. How are you today? Excuse me, I'm talking with these guys. Hi.
I'm with them. They're part of the reason I'm part of the reason they're here.
She slowly turns her head back.
I brought tea and biscuits, so you don't have to make them. I heard you didn't like making them.
You see the fingers, like, on the frying pan, just, like, really clench up. There are white lines appearing on her knuckles. This is a dwarven woman, by the way.
Yes.
So she just finally goes, fine.
I wouldn't ask, but there might be lives at risk.
She cocks an eyebrow again. Oh, shit. You're the... fuck! You're the Grey.
What?
It's a thing when seers kind of see a problematic times we can't get a decent rate. Everything just kind of looks gray and hazy. Get in here! She kind of, like, waits for you guys to follow her.
Okay, well, she didn't tell us to fuck off, so... Progress?
Yeah.
And
Qeltrin and Gambul just have the fear of God in their eyes.
Qeltrin.
Qeltrin. Yeah, Qeltrin's here too. Hi, Qeltrin. No. Gambul.
I'm just imagining, I'm just like reading, I'm like sitting down reading a book, all of a sudden I'm just here. Huh? What? Why am I here?
Oh, I'm scared.
Shazam!
As you guys do follow her up towards the front entrance, she actually stops and swings the frying pan back in your general direction. I would like an agility roll from Torihito.
Oh.
They're going to die.
At us?
Can I willingly take the hit?
You
I
can
deserve
do
this.
that.
All right.
I feel like I deserve this for some reason.
As you willingly take this hit, there's a absolutely loud clang as Torihito, you're knocked down by this. And she actually sits there and goes, shit, what the hell are you doing so close? Are you okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh.
Yeah,
Zephyr offers a hand to help him up.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're taking 17 damage.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
That's from a D4. The frying pan crits.
Super
Oh my
crits.
god, you've got an arm on
Josh.
I'm just gonna say
You're
two
allowed-
is lethal.
You're allowed to fudge rolls.
No, that's hilarious. Besides, you guys will get 10 minutes anyways. And she actually like stops and goes, "Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm just she's kind of the only family I have around here right now."
It's fine. I feel like I somewhat deserve that anyway.
Yeah, she helps you back up to your feet.
After bludgeoning you to almost death.
Yeah,
Half-death.
there's like
Half death.
feel your fur start to maybe mat a little bit with blood. Just like,
Oh God.
And she just kind of goes, okay, listen, let's just... Here, I'll find some bandages for you. I'm sorry. Besides, we were going to maybe send him, try to find you, give you a message or something. But yeah, come on in. They make sure to like put the frying pan behind herself before she says the next thing. Again, please don't touch anything.
Hands in pockets.
Slowly eyes Gambul.
What have you done?
I won't say anything.
Gamble would probably just shrug. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey.
And
It wasn't me last time.
It was like, you touched it last time.
Was it? What? I thought it was.
Yeah, you poked it.
You touched the crystal ball. I
Oh,
watched.
I misremembered things. Whoops.
Whoopsie doodles.
so after getting laid out Family Guy style by the moonlight, you guys
dumb.
managed to get inside. She leads you back into, she leads Torihito and Gambul. You recognize the room that she leads you back into. It's a kind of living area.
It's kind of a tiny house. I'm pretty sure I recognize the whole damn thing.
Yeah. The wall where that one big shelving area where Grandma flew into is just bare at this moment. Looks like they took time to clean everything up, and yeah, there's also maybe a little bit of cracks in the wall from where Grandma hid. Also, Grandma is kind of in that chair that you remember her being in from when she was giving you guys readings. She's sitting down. She's just kind of staring off, and for a moment you think she's looking out one of the draped down windows, and now she's staring off into like the corner or something. Grandma, we have guests.
Oh, hello. Hello, Qeltrin. Thank you for bringing these people here. Let me find my glasses real quick. Please, come in to the light so I can see you all.
There's no light in here. It's pretty dark. Aside from the ambient light past the drapes.
Take
Yes,
an awkward
ma'am.
seat where we used to. Where we did last time.
My name is Zephyr. It's good to meet you. I heard good things from my friends here.
Grandma Curie pulls open, reaches into her giant bathrobe coat, fur thing, whatever. Pulls out these tiny little spectacles, puts them onto like the ridge of her nose. And as she does, you can actually see in the lenses, her eyes are kind of cracked open. Past the lenses, just squinted shut.
Well,
And she looks down like the bridge of her nose at everyone.
Oh, Gambul and Torihito. I remember you as if it were yesterday. How have you two been?
Oh man.
Wasn't it?
It was yesterday.
It was. We've been, well.
She turns.
And I
well,
believe you said your name was Zephyr,
Yes, ma'am. I brought tea and biscuits as a peace offering.
and you're phony, yes.
She points at Phony, who's sitting down on one of the wicker chairs near you.
Well, you didn't say that.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, forgive me. Maybe I was seeing things again. It's a harmless little joke. I hope you don't mind.
Okay.
Oh, Qeltrin, I see you have brought biscuits and tea. Thank you so much, granddaughter.
As she gestures towards the tea and biscuits that you guys are clearly holding.
It's alright. She can take credit for it. It's fine.
Kieran kind of just... You're welcome, Grandma. It's fine. They came by because they wanted to see you about something.
Ah, yes, I did foresee them coming back again. Either that, or I would have to send you an owl. If I could find an owl around these parts. How are you two doing?
She gestures back towards the men.
We're doing well. Oh, I'm very sorry about yesterday.
Oh? Sorry about what?
Just some things happened. I think I broke your bookshelf and made a crack in the wall.
Oh, dear me. No, don't be apologetic about that. It was well past its time. It's fine. We'll get ourselves a new shelving unit. Perhaps something from... I'd really like to get my hands on maybe some furnishings down from Waters Grove. That would be nice. I hear they're still doing business down there. Now then, I have something for you. She points at Torihito for a brief second. She looks a little concerned and confused. Oh, it's... Darn, it comes and it goes, I must admit. Maybe something. I will give me half a moment on that. Miss Zephyr.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, hello. What is it that you come to ask me today?
Oh, I have these papers. I'm trying to find who my parents are, and this used to have information about me on it, but it's been all blacked out.
Ooh.
I was wondering, well, if maybe you could sense anything off of it, anything that might be of help.
Well, I'm going to be honest, my dear. Physical objects might carry a trace of people who have interacted with it, but I'm not entirely sure what sort of answers you're looking for. But I can do my best for you.
You don't have to get into specifics, it's just... I have a very difficult choice to make coming up, and... Well, any information you can give me regarding these, or maybe anything you sense about me, would be helpful.
Yes. Yes. Well, do you have the papers with you? She extends a long fingernailed, wrinkly hand towards you.
I hand them to her as one is I think about me, and the other one's about my little sister.
Oh. There are signs from these papers. I know this one, for instance. She starts flapping it back and forth in her hand. This is you.
Oh?
It really is, yes. And this one... oh my, what a charming little... So your little sister, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like what she's done with her hair.
She was born with it that way.
Yes. I see that she's... Yes. Huh. I think you'll be fine. And she places the paper back onto the table.
Is something wrong with Torque?
Her path is her own, dear. But I believe it'll bring itself back to you.
It better.
Now, as for yourself, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I take a deep breath. I didn't want to involve you too closely, but... And she explains to her the situation with the woman in the sewers and the choice she has to make about whether or not she helps someone kill her or if she goes back down into the sewers and... Yeah.
As she nods slowly with the information you're giving her, she kind of fans the page back and forth.
Allow me to give you what I can from this. At the very least. Though I know this pertains to you, I cannot read it. There are many people who had their hands on this.
Like who? Who's had their hands
There's a
on it?
man. Long, white hair. He looks grim. He looks stoic.
Did Decker have long hair?
Yes.
Finn?
I just Decker. Is that the man?
That is the man I see. That is the man who blacked out your page.
So he does know. He didn't tell me.
I see more.
Yes.
She waves it back and forth even further.
Torihito, this man looks like you. Well, in a ways. Features. Stripes. Old. He came after. I don't know what for, though.
Do you sense malice?
It's too far for me to tell. But he has held his paper several times. And your sisters, I can tell as well. And others.
Is it this Charles man?
Yes, I think this might be your Charles. She very calmly places the page back onto the table. Now then, I believe you're looking for perhaps something to do with this woman in the sewers?
Yes.
They
They say I'm tainted with her blood. Perhaps if you, I don't know, you said you held their hands and were able to tell something. I wouldn't want to push that on you if it's too strong a magic.
She holds her hand out for you.
She's like, are you sure?
Grandma don't give no fucks.
Alright, so she puts her hand in Grandma's.
She reaches out, takes your hand with hers. There's a big smile that curls up onto her lips.
You have a very kind heart.
I try.
But I can see it's in turmoil. You are wondering who you should trust. Well, I know Qeltrin has already told you this, but this is the Grey. You are going to have to make a decision.
She stops for a moment. Torihito, I would like a future sight from you.
Oh boy.
Future sight when there's future sight going on. Future.
14. As Grandma goes stock still for a moment, Torihito, you're sitting there for what seems to be a while, looking back and forth, just like, okay, where's this going? Turn to look. Gambul's frozen in his seat. So is Qeltrin. But as you turn back towards Grandma and Zephyr, the only one's kind of still moving, still breathing.
I can see.
And her eyes, actually physically behind the glasses, open wide. They are milky white.
Boy.
You will have to make a choice. But it could doom us all.
And then she kind of turns her head for a bit and smiles.
Because if it's not you, it would have to be someone else. Like your sister. Or the others.
There's more?
Of course there's more. Even Decker told you this. Oh. I see why. I see why he can't do it.
Why can't he do it? Please tell me.
I cannot. You have a good heart, Zephyr. And if I told you, it would only harden it. And it would only ruin what needs to be done.
Then she suddenly stops and turns and looks directly into Torihito's eyes. Zephyr, you see this as well. You kind of notice that the three of you are locked in a moment of time.
His power's waning. This decision must be made quickly.
She looks back and forth between the two of you. if his power wanes, I don't know what will happen.
Whose power? Decker's?
And as you ask this question, her eyes narrow again, back towards just the glasses. Oh my. I must have dozed off for a second there. Sorry, my dear. As she releases her hands for a brief moment. I would like to get myself some tea. Time is resumed at this point. Gambul, you hadn't noticed anything out of the ordinary other than that she just kind of, like, went out of it for a brief second.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
To me, it looks like she actually dozed off.
Yeah. Zephyr, Torihito, as you kind of take a look around, Gambul just kind of, like, sits up in his chair a little bit. The chair is rather small for Gambul. It's a little uncomfortable for him. And finally he looks over towards you guys. Hey, are you okay?
Do what? I just, like, look like I shake my head and snap out of a trance.
Yep.
Zephyr is very pale. Thank you.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Yes, I guess you're welcome. It's clearing up a little. Maybe I'll be able to tell the weather for tomorrow. Funny, just kind of coughs. Oh, Torihito.
Yes.
I saw water. Lots and lots of water. And more eyes. And I can't... I don't see much else, I'm afraid. I have spent the better part of a day thinking about this, but I will let you know if I see anything else, my dear.
Thank you.
Yes. Although I am curious what it is I am looking for.
Just something dear to me.
Oh. I hope you find it, dear.
I do too.
And
Gambul will speak up.
Yep.
And B, do you know anything else?
a long journey. Far from now. You will need more strength than what you have, my dear, I think. And I'm afraid I see violence in your future.
He just kind of looks down at the floor.
Oh. And maybe there might be help for you here. I don't know, though. Old friends, maybe. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I feel as though I may have been tossing and turning last night. She kind of just smiles at the lot of you. She reaches up, pulls the glasses from her nose, and pockets them back.
I'll leave you to rest.
Hmm.
Again, I thank you. And she, Zephyr takes a pretty hefty amount out of her coin purse and sets it on the table for a new bookcase.
Thank you. Perhaps we'll see each other again?
Under
In the
better
future.
circumstances.
Thank you very much for spending time with a little old lady like myself. Now, you folks might want to go out and do what adventurers do.
Yes, ma'am.
Take care, you all. And she goes back to her teacup, starts sipping on it. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to buy one of these devices. And Funny just kind of looks up, looks at you guys. Yeah, about one of those devices. You guys might want to get her out of there.
Gambul just kind of grabs Phony by the arm and gently
Let's-
yanks her.
Thank you for visiting, guys. Thank you very much. As Qeltrin escorts you guys back out towards the front door. And again,
Grab,
so
lift.
I'm very sorry about the
It-
spang.
it's okay. Do we owe you anything today
No,
or from
no.
last time as well?
What your friend here gave us is more than enough. Thank you.
Are you sure?
It's
She did get to take her anger out on you.
perhaps we'll have some future visits. We'll keep you folks in mind.
Thank you. You have a good day.
And she holds out a wad of bandages for you.
Thank you.
Again, sorry.
It's fine.
As you guys depart, head your way back up north, Phony kind of turns and looks at the lot of you. So, what now?
I need to find Decker.
Okay, lower wards, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll appreciate the four of us strolling up there, though.
I'm not going it alone, and he's going to have to deal with that. She said I needed to make a choice. I've made it. I choose me. He knows more than he's letting on, and he's going to tell me. I feel like he's telling me the truth, but
Choice.
I'm going to go along with his plan. But if at any point I feel like there's bullshit afoot, let's just say I'm able to change my mind very quickly.
Okay, well, I guess we head into the lower wards.
Decision's been made then.
Yeah, alright. Fuck. This place is not any less scary during the day, I'm just saying, guys.
Yeah. You're telling me this place is down.
Gambul, can I get a piggyback ride?
Sure. Gambul's not scared.
Phony hops up on you
You're not
guys.
afraid of anything.
And we find ourselves back with Qeltrin, Finn, Duskrin.
Hey.
These assholes.
Reading books and reading books and reading books.
Reading books and reading
Nope.
books and looking and looking and looking and reading books.
Qeltrin, you've already tossed a couple books to the reject pile, as it has been just clear nonsense. But as you continue to read down, Duskrin's been like meticulously going between his books, curses, everything. Finn, your eyes have been darting up every once in a while.
Yeah, getting through this journal, but more slowly.
Yep. And like a general perception check from you guys. This
Okay.
will be hearing based.
18.
Just gonna give her a roll for our...
Man, these ears are handy.
And Finn, as you look up and about, keep looking, you've noticed that there's been more people milling about in the areas. It's been like maybe a couple hours by this point.
Mhm.
But eventually, and almost just surreally, Ian comes around the corner of the shelves as he is picking books out, turning them over, cracking them open with one hand. He's got a wad of books under the other arm as he's looking them over.
The instant I see him, I would like to invoke this and make a will roll.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay. I think you held your composure.
Yep.
Yeah.
You managed to...
Qeltrin, you can almost see the steam venting out of his ears.
Oh, yeah.
But he keeps us cool.
Duskrin kind of like pops his eyes up. He's sitting across from you, and he just notes that like there's just a look on your face. Slowly turns, looks.
There's bullshittery at foot.
Eon, meanwhile, has like licked his thumb and is passing through some of the pages.
Well, first I take a couple moments to like get my breathing in order and relax my face so that I don't have this permanent scowl on. And then first of all, I put the journal, I slip the journal in with Qeltrin's pile of books, and then I grab one of the ones from his reject pile.
Uh-huh.
That way it's hidden away.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
And I get up with the book from the reject pile, and I head over to where he is.
Right.
And we have that moment, and I want to time it so that we have that moment where we're both reaching for the same book.
Yeah. As you begin to get up and make your move, Duskgreen kind of like makes eye contact with you. Do you need distraction?
No, I give him a motion like it's gonna be cool. Just gonna talk. Lay low.
Oh, okay. I'll keep my eyes out for you.
Mm-hmm.
And as you head on over towards the shelves, yeah, he kind of takes a book, claps it shut, turns it over again, gives a nod, tucks it back into like the wad of books underneath his arm, and he goes back towards the shelf and playing it off. Give me a presence roll for this.
23.
Yep, you managed to time it almost perfectly. As he's reaching for a book, you're reaching for a book.
And then we both do the thing where we're like our hands almost touch, but then we both pull it back like, oh, I'm sorry.
And then you lock eyes. And you realize
you
actually
look-
loved him. You're time.
Yeah.
Ultimate plot twist.
As I pull my hand back, I'm like, oh, terribly sorry. I didn't realize.
Terribly sorry. My apologies, good sir. Please, if you're here for the book, I understand I'm a visitor in your land. By all means.
Yeah, I'll reach for the book, and then I'll do the neck crane thing toward his big wad of books. Avid reader.
Oh yes, I'm I'm just fascinated to see what the people of Claimhold have come up for my own area. He shows you the armload of books. There is a load of stuff on the Hopeless. There's some stuff about like old mythologies, pre-cataclysm sort of stuff. And,
Right, you're one of those men from the desert. What was it?
I believe you folks call it the Hopeless here.
Oh, that's right.
For me, it's the Great Sands, the Jeweled City. It's all rather interesting.
So, what brings you so far from home?
Simply put, I am looking for, information. Are you interested in the Hopeless?
Very much so, yes.
Oh,
I've run into a few of your kind while I've been here. There was one that was in the what was it? The guardsman?
Mm-hmm.
He was attending the grand tournament at Southgate.
Grand tournament. Oh, I heard of that. I wasn't able to attend. I had other pressing matters. That's a shame. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot of my own. Well, a lot of neighbors from back home, I would say.
Well, my name is Jareth, and I'll reach out to take his hand.
Yep. As he kind of like struggles with the books to kind of get them over and goes to reach for your hand. You notice his gaze kind of goes off past your shoulder.
I'm imagining like the second like he looks over and sees us, my eyes go from just like looking over to just I'm reading. That's
he's not looking over at Qeltrin Duskgreen. He's looking past you like towards one of the giant walkways by the banisters.
Yeah, like I'll notice that's weird, and I'll like look over my shoulder.
As you turn to look, you hear him say out loud, "Amon, Amon, you're my goodness!" As he sorry, excuse me, I need to. As he goes to put the books,
I'll press myself up against the wall so we can go by, and internally screaming.
Yeah, as Amon comes walking up towards the stairs, over towards Eod. Eod throws his arms out and it's like, I haven't seen you since It's been so long. How are you? How have your travels been? What are you doing here? As Amon just nods at him for a moment. Amon kind of like glances his eyes towards you, Finn.
Like,
Gives you
as
long stare.
he does, I will, like, I'm behind Eod. He's not looking at me, right?
Yep. And
Like,
Amon just kind of like makes eye contact with you for a second.
I'll really quick just like put the hand up to my throat, like, not now. We're not doing the thing now.
I'm gonna roll something for him.
Kill him now? Slit his throat?
No,
Okay.
See, I'm imagining just Qeltrin and Dusker looking back at each other and then looking at this like, fuck, I should have brought some popcorn.
And as Amon smiles back at Eod, shakes his hand. It is, yes, I had to make a little bit of a trip out here. How have you been, Eod? Oh, I've been fine. It's been amazing coming here to the city. It's rather draining on the wall. I will have to be one to admit. But, yes, how have you been? Oh, I've been perfectly fine. He looks kind of back and forth around
I will approach the pair of them and be like, friend, who's your friend?
Oh, yes, Amon, this is, that is Fadil. And Eod stops for a moment, looks back at Amon, looks back at you, and Amon clocks him over the head.
Qeltrin just jumps at that. Qeltrin just goes, oh shit!
Yep.
Oh.
Does
Like,
jumps up as well.
I am still like ultra tense looking down at this. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Here we were waiting for Finn to ruin his own plans, and
Eon-
then Amon shows up.
Eod gets full on punched in the back of the head and goes down.
right, that's not what I had in mind, but
Okay, first question. Has anyone else seen this happen?
As Amon kind of looks over the stairway banister, he goes, "No, we're in a secluded enough spot, and not enough people are really all that alert at this time of morning."
that is not what I had in mind.
Well, I have some questions I need answering.
I also do.
Yes, I understand that, and I'm sure we'll get those answers. Qeltrin, Duskrin,
Yeah?
would you mind doing me a favor?
Maybe.
Yes. Catch, would you?
Huh?
And, Finn, what's your guard?
Without my armor, 19.
Yeah, that's gonna be a KO. As
What?
Amon strikes you in the neck.
What the fuck?
Down to the floor.
Amon, what are you
Okay.
doing?
I told you to catch.
I'm imagining I did catch him, but at the same time I'm looking at Amon like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Dusker looks confused as
And
fuck.
give me a
He's
good
going
reason
for,
not to kill you.
A sword on his belt.
Why am I not there?
He holds up his hands. I understand completely. I'm afraid I haven't been entirely truthful with you, but again, perhaps he's not been truthful with us. My apologies, you might have been traveling with a mass murderer for a while now. Do you mind? We need to get these men somewhere quiet.
Qeltrin's just like, okay. How do you expect us to get 2 bodies out of here?
He reaches onto his belt, pulls out what looks to be a couple like little burlap towels, and just goes, "Pfft!" Gas sacks.
Oh my fucking god.
As I said, I need answers. Do you mind?
Sure.
I wish you had brought Gambul with you. Well,
Here, let me just, I'm just imagining, Qeltrin just uses his shapeshift and just grows in size. Like, I'm just gonna make this easier on everybody.
could you have just shrunk him?
I can guarantee it works on me, I can't guarantee it works on them.
Fair enough. As he gestures for Dusker to help him out. Dusker looks confused as fuck, by the way. But he just eventually just starts helping get both Finn and Eod into the bag. He's just like, are we sure? I am not planning on killing them, if that's what you're curious about.
Honestly, at this point, I just have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yes. Now, Qeltrin, do you know if there's perhaps a quiet room around here?
Would I have seen any rooms that could have been, like, locked and secluded?
Yeah, there's actually some, like, little quiet spaces that are off to the sides. They are. You have noticed that they are members only. So, but appreciate you.
Let's go over this way.
Thank you. And as the three of you grab these bags and head into a little private study area. Thankfully, he grabs one of the drapes on the windows to the door and blacks it out. I'm sure they must have some sort of problems with frolicking teenagers here. Please, he grabs a couple chairs, sits them across from each other. Now, let's see, let's have Fidel here, and we'll have Iod in this one, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And as
proceeds to help plop them into their seats.
Yup. It takes a short little bit of time, but eventually...
This entire time, Qeltrin has just kept his eye on Amon, because he has no idea what's going on.
Yep. Amon quickly pats down Fidel. He simply didn't bring anything.
I have nothing on me.
Yep. He goes,
the most I have is a library bracelet.
Perhaps there's some hope for him. And as for Iod, yes, as he hits something on Iod's wrist, a short blade appears out of his sleeve.
All right.
Yeah, that's about right. He quickly unfastens it, pulls it off of him, tosses it to the side. He searches Iod a little bit more. There's only a couple more weapons on him. Right then. So, it's about time I finally get these sort of answers. Would you like the honors of waking them up?
Sure. We'd probably just, decrease the temperature around everyone and just make it really fucking cold.
Energy roll.
I was thinking some mild shocks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Just a little bit of a wake-up kick.
10. Yeah. As you reach over, you give Finn a little bit of a zap.
Whoops. Unintentional, but I guess that worked.
Finn, you find yourself sitting in a chair. Your arms and legs are tied to it. Your senses already tell you that. And as you look up, Amon just kind of nods at you for a bit. And now, if you wouldn't mind, with Iod over here, please.
Okay. Another roll, or?
Yes. 29.
Wake up! Time for science!
As you place your hand on his shoulder, Finn, you get a little bit of joy out of seeing Iod just kind of dance a bit in his chair.
I'm too confused to derive any kind of joy from this.
We're not. Sorry.
As I was trying to introduce the two of you again, Iod, this is Fidel. Fidel, this is Iod. I'm sure you're aware. No. There's plenty of time for that later. So, I bet you two are wondering what might be going on here. Iod looks back towards you, Finn. A very confused look on his face, and it just slowly nods. Before mouthing, Fidel, is that you?
There's death in his eyes. Like, just pure, like, this look could slice through an engine block.
Iod looks at you for a moment before kind of leaning back. Okay, yeah, I guess that is Fidel. He looks like he wants to stab me again.
And then he turns the look up toward Amon. Explain.
So, you two, you remember what happened? That mission that we all went on right before you two decided to disappear? Allow me to explain. He gestures over towards Qeltrin. We are elite assassin guards for the Sultan. Well, mostly his son, but still, nevertheless, Sultan's right-hand man. We received word that there is perhaps unrest and, well, conspiracy around the slums. They send us to go investigate. As we get to their what we would assume to be their hideout, we did follow a trail of clues there. These two, he gestures towards Finn and Eod. These two get in a nice little argument about which way we should go, what plan we should stick to. Fidel over here believes that we should try to cut the men off at the pass, make sure there's no escape routes. And Eod over here decides that we should try to get as much information from the heart of their little location as possible. As I tried to explain to them, it's probably not wise that we split up. We split up.
I'll be right back. My cat is clawing at the door.
It's fine.
Sorry.
Qeltrin, he continues to explain to you. I went with Fidel, trying to make sure he didn't get in over his head. He's a little headstrong, you might understand. And, well, we certainly ran into some folks. And, well, we were busy for quite some time. They were certainly up to no good.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
You're fine. And it was when we met these people that Eod was with them, taunting us, smiling at us, threatening us even. We managed to fight off a few of their flunkies, I would say, but when we finally made it out of their hideout, the city was in chaos. People being killed in the streets, fires being set. And before we could make sure everything was fine and done, Fidel, well, I'm going to be honest, found his family murdered. And of course, he also found this. Amon reaches to his side and pulls out a knife. Fidel, you recognize this knife. This is a knife that you found buried in your wife.
Where?
Eod had betrayed us. And so Fidel, deciding it would be best to perhaps seek vengeance in an alternate path, wished me well, and left the city. And then Eod found me. And he turns and looks towards Eod. Eod just kind of like looks at everything confusedly going on. And I recall him acting as if nothing at all had happened. I didn't mention, after all, that there was a family found dead. One of his brother's families found dead with his knife in her as he leans down and yells at Eod in his face. Eod looks over and looks to you, Fidel. Your family's dead?
Why are you here?
I came looking for answers. I was assaulted in the hideout. They managed to hit me over the head. Reports of an elite assassin trained as such. Now, I didn't mention this to Eod, of course, that Fidel, you found the knife, and that your family was dead, and of course, my deepest apologies. But then Eod, you left as well. Think that you could find knowledge elsewhere. To something insane, I'm betting. You were talking madness about strange people with strange eyes and strange skin. I did find people with strange... But the two of you left me to answer to the Sultan. He lays the blame of the massacre at our feet. And he thinks that one of you two is responsible for it. And it is very simple, a task that he gave me. Bring the two of you back, dead or alive. So, I would like to try to clear some things up between the two of you, and figure out which one of you had a hand in all this.
Surely you can't think.
I don't know, Fadil. You are very headstrong, you are very aggressive. I've heard of the things that you've done in this new land. Some of them not entirely savory. Then again, Iad, showing up in the nick of time, acting like as if nothing had happened. In my defense, they stole my knife. A reasonable excuse. I am serious about this. I didn't have my knife when I woke up.
Just so I'm clear, Amon is like standing between us right now.
Yes.
Behind my back, I would like to quietly start rotting through my ropes.
Your entropy is not working.
Oh, that's not good.
And as you narrow your eyes and attempt to fixate on it, Amon looks back towards you. Ah, yes. And of course, I knew about your other little trick. Amon pulls a small device, triangular device, out of his coat. Puts it back in. Qeltrin, you've been feeling a little weird ever since this.
Yeah.
You've woken up the folks.
I imagine that I had ended up like leaning against the wall.
Yeah. Anti-magic.
I hate that thing.
So, as much as I've heard a lot about Fadil's side of the story, and of course, there is still his family's blood on your knife, Iad. What happened to you? They knocked me out, they cut me, and then I don't know what they did. You said you saw me, right? Like, haha, you guys are fools and not going to be able to stop me. Yes? Yes, we did. Okay, that wasn't me. That might have been someone as me. Listen, I'm here investigating, trying to find out what sort of people these are. Amon reaches up and rubs at his forehead.
Well, if it's anything, considering I can shapeshift, maybe there's others that can. I know there's others that can.
Yeah. That might be it. Listen, I got. Oh wait. Oh. Shoot, I forgot I had this. Amon, in my back satchel back there. It's not a weapon. Seriously. I got a part of the. Swear to God, this is a trap. You know I'm not good with traps. Amon reaches down into the satchel that Iad's been gesturing to. Pulls out a small little cloth bundle. Unravels it. Everyone can get a good look at this. It's a piece, what looks to be a piece of human flesh.
Well, that's disgusting.
Really?
And, however, on the end of it, transitions into scales.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
Can I make a learning roll?
Go ahead.
Advantage, disadvantage.
Advantage 1. You are a scaly boy. Those are not draconic scales. You know that for sure. If you wanted to put your money on it, those are snake scales.
Those scales aren't like mine, and Qeltrin would, hold out his arm. Those look like they might be of a more lizard folk or snake. Serpentine, however you'll put it.
See, when I woke up, I decided to try to get my way out. I managed to fight off a couple guys, and I decided, the tit for tat, eye for an eye sort of thing. He nods down towards his leg. They got a good hunk off of me.
That's yours?
No. That's theirs. That's very much theirs. But
Qeltrin would actually go and check his leg.
yeah, you pull up his leg sleeve, pants leg. Sorry, and there is a rather large, rectangular-looking scar, like actual physical,
Like geometric.
missing from his leg.
Amon.
Yes.
As much as I would love, and I fix a look at Iad, to hang him off in the nearest building by his entrails.
Amon, please don't let him hang me off the nearest building with my entrails. I swear
There's-
to God, you two.
The fact that he's even here means something isn't adding up.
No. He said he was heading here.
See, Qeltrin immediately like stopped listening and is going, okay, wait, what kind of things can shapeshift?
But if he was the
That's-
mustache-twirling madman that I'm familiar with, why would he? He had effectively won.
I was coming to study about... Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Why would I be here if I really was this...
Shut up.
Okay. Amon just kind of reaches up, pulls a hand down his face.
Something's not right. Something bigger than us, I think.
See, question. How close is your city, the jeweled city, to the Madlands?
It's
a ways off.
It's creeping in a little bit.
Okay.
It is.
Well, you didn't know?
I was busy.
I understand.
Qeltrin just goes back to reading the book then.
And... Well, brothers, I hate to say it. Amon looks between the two of you. I believe we've been played.
I agree.
Someone set us all up.
Would you kindly untie us?
Very well, Duskrin, would you mind getting Fadil? I will take Yad just in case. Thank you.
Can we have that anti-magic thing off? That's really starting to bother me.
Yes, I apologize. Let us make sure that these two can at least not swing at each other first.
Fair enough.
As Skrin and Amon go work on untying, Iad looks over towards you, Fadil. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
Don't be. The murderer isn't here.
So, I told Amon about this earlier, before I left the city. I came looking for... Ow, God, that's my wrist! I came looking up about these snake people. I think they're snake people. They look weird. You might not have seen them as they were, just... When they thought I wasn't paying attention, they
shifted.
You mentioned they knocked you out?
Yes, They got the drop on me.
And they took that chunk out of your leg?
Yes, and they took... Well, I guess they took my knife, too.
Did they do anything else to you?
I don't think they did.
This kind of sounds like they needed you alive and needed a piece of you in order to copy you.
Well...
Do you think they had anything to do with the opal?
That's what I've been investigating! Amon stands up right as Iad's been untied. Fadil, you've been untied right at this moment as well.
I'm still in the chair. I'm just not tied now.
Oh yeah, no.
Like I'm not in any hurry to get up, lest I do anything I don't want to.
Amon reaches up and just grabs his forehead. I told the both of you that it is a fool's errand. The opal doesn't exist. I think it exists.
If we had asked you whether shape-shifting snake people existed a day ago, you would have said they weren't real either.
Considering
Criminal!
we live in a world where really anything can be, real,
Listen,
I take it with a grain of salt.
I found a journal. At least let me pour through it before completely dismissing this.
You found something? Iad looks over towards you.
Hug. Keep it in your pants.
Right. Sorry. Don't stab me. Fine.
At the very least, no one is going to kill each other. No one is going to be beaten and dragged back to the city.
No. Amon looks between the two of you. But there are people that might be looking for the two of you.
Well, they're gonna have a hard time spotting Finn.
The old fat bastard is quite angry, I would say.
Well, when we get back, we'll have a nice long explanation for him.
I think we should postpone that for as long as we can until we actually do find some answers. Yeah, did you happen to find anything on your snake people? A little bit. Not a whole lot. Qeltrin helped me look around for some stuff.
Let me...
And right now, Qeltrin is just like pouring through his book going, okay, snake people. Do you know anything about snake people?
Let me go get that journal I mentioned.
Yep.
As
you hop up, Amon helps Iad to his feet. Well, I think for the rest of the day it's probably best I get myself situated. I have just made it inside the city, by the way.
I'm sorry about the delay.
It's fine. They needed more papers. He turns and looks at Iad. Where are you currently living? I have an apartment uptown. You and I are going to make sure things are a little more steady. I know a man down the markets. He's into textiles. He might be able to help us get things a little smoother run down here, and I can probably share him that there's certain information that does not need to be known to any headhunters, perhaps. As for you, he turns back towards you, Finn. Are you looking to find somewhere to settle down?
We have a place.
Send me word whenever it gets ready.
Aye.
In the meantime, Qeltrin, I place you in his charge. And by that I mean you're in charge of Finn. He grabs Iad by the shoulder. We're going to go see your apartment. See how good it is with parking right now. Okay. And as he grabs Iad and sort of shoves him out towards the learning room. Although it is nice to say, it's good to be back with brothers.
I agree. To an extent.
I'm also happy I didn't have to kill either of you. And
likewise.
With that, the door pops open and he heads on out with Iad.
Fuck. It's going to be so simple. We need to get our books. I need to get my things. And we need to go probably hunt down Zephyr.
Qeltrin's just glossing over his book right now, like, I wonder, does this thing know anything?
Hello, book. Have you found the snake people?
As you're pouring through these pages, it has made like a fucking Wikipedia branching sort of thing of like, lizard people.
Did you mean
C,
Dragonborn?
These sort of things.
Yanti.
It's gonna be a while for you to rifle through this information, but it's getting you on a good track.
I will grab my my opal journal thing and see if I can check it out for the day.
Yeah, Qeltrin will probably just grab a few books on the Madlands and do the same.
Yeah. You guys get down to the front counter, and it's a little bit of a confusing process for a moment there. but eventually they acquiesce and allow, through Qeltrin's name, let you guys check out the books. But they do warn you that if these books don't come back in a manner, there will be fees, and they will find you.
And they
No
will
worries,
bust my
they will-
kneecaps.
They will be returned in short order. Don't worry about it.
Qeltrin actually asks, just thinking back on our track history, just in case I'm not able to bring it back in a timely manner, but what would the fee be?
Your kneecaps.
They let you know it's like an increasing rate of like 10 silver per day, interest, all that sort of things. So yeah,
Let's just
be ahead. You don't want to pass a month, I would say.
Let's just return the books after a couple days.
I mean, for the most part, it won't take us more than a day to read through a book. I mean, yours is a journal. It's not going to be that much.
It's more a case of what's gonna happen when we get back, because things keep happening.
That's why you read on the way.
Hmm.
Qeltrin cracks open a book and starts walking.
You can fly and stabilize yourself. I have dumb feet and an aversion to the light.
Have you ever tried flying in... Oh, wait, you can't. Never mind.
No, Qeltrin, I have not done that.
Flying and reading is a lot more difficult than walking and reading.
As they have this exchange, Finn exhales a breath, and you can see a lot of tension leave his shoulders.
You guys
This-
head on out.
This was not the worst that could have happened.
You guys head on out the front doors, the massive mahogany doors of the Grand City area. Head your way back towards the main road that intersects with the Wandering Weasel. And it's around this time that you guys find the others heading back up northwards. We can take a break here, though.
Alright.
Wait, I thought we were heading to the lower wards.
Yes, you guys were heading towards the lower wards.
So we don't run into
Let's take a break here, though.
Okay.
That's great.
And we'll try to.
Yeah.
I mean, most of our actions from here are going to be grab shit, run toward lower wards.
So it's going to be more of a case of, where'd these idiots go? Because we have no idea.
Sure, you don't know.
Toward the lower wards.
It was, you know where Auspicious Audrey's are? Is?
Mhm.
You know that's where we were heading, so you can head in that direction.
True.
They might not have a very specific marker on a map.
Yeah.
But it's
Well, I'm
better
imagining-
than nothing.
I'm imagining between Torihito and Zephyr, they probably would have been like, oh yeah, Auspicious Audrey's is here, because, Torihito's been there.
Really, you'd expect
Torihito
one
broke
of them to explain where they're
Gambul.
going. You'd expect Gambul to explain where he's going.
Gambul can just point in a direction and it would make more sense than Torihito.
That way.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna get out of Gambul is we are going that way. Bye.
Hey, that makes more sense.
Yeah, and this place is like down a back alley, so good luck. Then again, all the lower wards is back alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a process of elimination.
You know, the lower ward spans a good, let's see, good 20 miles across.
Process of elimination.
Does nobody have, like, tracking skills?
Duskrin, maybe? He's a ranger of sorts.
Yeah,
I mean, you wouldn't be able to track me. I literally have the untrackable feature.
Oh, so it's kind of hard to track
You
people.
You have a Goliath with you!
That's what I was about to point out.
Hey, you guys seen the Goliath? Yeah, he went that way. Okay, thanks.
Hey, tall guy.
Hey Duskrin, where'd he go? This way. How do you know? I can smell him.
Rude.
What? He probably smells of very pleasant natural musk.
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 Please stop saying that.
That
Stop
went
eating my food!
Very, very much better. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh god.
Where's he
Please
going with
don't
this?
Don't hurt Finn. Oh god, Eon sounds pathetic.
Josh, check your
I thought
messages.
I thought the whole dynamic was gonna shift into like Eod and Finn versus Aemon. Like I was
Nope, instead the gang's back together. We're
Instead it's, alright, listen here, you stupid chuckle fox. What the hell has been going on?
You've been stupid, and you've been stupid.
Hey,
Stop
hey,
being stupid.
hey, he patted me down for no weapons and he was like, huh.
It just
That's a first.
There's no instruments upon him.
He doesn't need instruments.
He doesn't.
He doesn't know how to play them.
Wait. Does that mean you're going into whatever the hell I'm doing without any weapons?
That's why we're stopping at the place first.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, so you guys are heading back to the Wonder Weasel. That's
Yeah, so I can arm up and then get ready for what we're actually doing.
Josh, check your messages.
I have.
Yeah.
What's up?
I mean, yes, no?
Oh,
God.
I can get an answer.
Oh,
Mahogany.
people are
Try
going off.
again later.
People are streaming the RE2 remake because it's out now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's nice. Kobe's streaming this 'cause it's fun.
I know, but I just saw it in my Discord and I shut up.
No, you.
No, you.
I'm good to go again. I don't think this next part will keep us up very longer.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
Uh,
That I don't know how I feel about that.
You'll see.
Real quick.
Kobe, do you want to ask my Magic 8 Ball about whatever you asked Josh?
No. It'll be even more vague at that point.
Word of God.
Fuck you. As
God splits the cards and says, no. Just follow the plot.
as he's closing back up the clouds, he sticks out a middle finger.
Magic 8 Ball, will you tell me no? Ball explodes.
It's like divided by 0. Alright. We all good?
Yeah.
Alright.
my chest hurts.
Gambul, Torihito, Zephyr, and Phony. Find you guys down the lower wards. Thankfully, Zephyr, you still have that marker on your map, designating where you met with Eric's last time.
I know the way as well.
Yes, and I would like a learning roll with advantage 3 from you, Torihito, as you guys get closer towards there.
With advantage, got it.
Yes, because you were here last night.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not a learning man. I'm a sword man.
You're not a man at all.
As you guys get back towards the spot, Zephyr, you look down. There's a very, very faint charcoal X.
Can I roll a learning? Because I wasn't counting steps as I was
That's true.
blindfolded, but I counted my way, and you said that I did all right.
You did pretty good. Yeah.
She
So,
did do that.
As you're turning and looking around, go ahead and make me a learning roll. Save advantages.
Let's see. I have nothing in learning.
Oh boy.
Can I make it logic?
Yes, you can.
Then I would
Actually,
cancel
that's
this
probably
and
a better
make it-
idea.
Make it logic. Advantage 3, you said?
Yes. You have a point in logic.
I have 1 point in logic, specifically for stuff like this.
I only have perception and will.
Nice.
19.
Yep. As you guys are sitting there, standing around for a brief moment, Torihito, you're kind of looking around and going, "This place looks weird when it's all lit up."
And yet it's still somewhat dark in these
Can
alleys.
I close my eyes and then just start counting the steps again in the
Yeah.
direction?
Gambul, you have Phony kind of hanging off your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a nice perch, and you're just kind of looking down at your other companions, like, okay.
Guess I'm following them.
Yeah. Yeah, Zephyr, you close your eyes and start taking steps. Torihito, as you watch her for a brief moment, it starts to get a little bit more familiar to you, and yeah,
Gambul pulling Zephyr out of the way of the other people who are in the alley.
yeah. There's a couple of folks who look up at you guys, and they're just kind of like, what the fuck are these guys doing? As they
Cool. That'll make our job easier.
Yep. But Zephyr, eventually, with some careful guidance by Gambul, you kind of recount your steps back, and then keep on going forwards. Torihito, you recognize the building that you guys come to.
Good. It's right in here.
Down a couple steps to a basement door. There is a lock this time. As you go for the door, looks like it's bolted.
I know. Thanks, whoever that was.
No response.
Decker? Eric's? Anyone?
No response.
Damn.
Yeah, well,
You do recall that they were up on the... Well, Decker's little area was up on the 3rd floor.
If they were on the 3rd floor, then why did they go to the basement?
no, it's like
The
a
door's
it's stairs downwards and then they go back up.
That's weird.
Was there a window?
weird.
Do I remember a window in his place?
Yeah, you do remember a window.
I'm gonna try to fly up to where the window was.
All right. You flap your wings, head on up. Fawney kind of yells after you, "Be careful!"
I know. If they start shooting, I'll go back down, but...
I hope they don't start shooting at you again. Or
Again.
ever. Did they? No, I guess they weren't shooting at her. Sorry. I'll be here. She points at Gambul's head.
Do I make it to the window?
Yeah, you pick yourself up and head up towards some of the windows. You think this might be the window. It's a little smoky on the inside. Looks like there's been some like kind of blackout been rubbed over it.
I knock on the window.
Why is there a lady
Response.
climbing on our wall?
Decker! Eric's?
No response.
Don't like this. Don't like this at all. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and break the window.
Christ.
All right. Roll me a might disadvantage 1. You are flying at the
I am
moment.
flying, and I'm not a strong girl.
Kind of a little bit unwieldy to do up in the middle of the air.
Yeah. Disadvantage 1, right?
Yes.
No way this can end badly.
Even though
Hey, it ended well.
As you kind of take a couple flaps back and then come on forward and just, you manage to get the bottom of the window, and you manage to crack it inwards. And but yeah, you managed to get it like open a bit, and you just kind of finagle it a bit and lift it upwards.
Can I fit through to go in?
It's a little bit of a squeeze, but yeah, yourself you can get in.
Okay. What do I see?
All the way around.
When I roll
It's a little hard to see in here, but yeah, give me a perception. Anything up there?
Jesus Christ.
It is dark as fuck, yo.
I fiddle around to see if I can find matches or something.
Hey, Gamble.
Yeah.
We might want to get up there. Do you mind?
Okay.
She's gesturing for you to maybe break down the door. She goes, I mean, she just broke out the window. People are looking at us anyways.
I'm not associated.
Nope, I thought she was asking me to throw her. Okay.
No, she gestures towards the door.
Gambul gently places Phony down behind him.
Yep.
And going for it. Should I have
Yep.
advantages or anything?
Mike,
Just straight. Okay.
I think you'll be fine. Yep. As you settle Phony down, you just take you bring up one fist and then underhand swing at the door, and just manage to, you don't break the door, you
Break
don't
a hole through it.
break the lock. You manage to detach the deadbolt lock from the door frame.
I'm more
very
imagining his
precise.
fist just comes through it and he just unlocks the door.
like crash. Gently
They-
turns wrist.
While I'm up there, can I use my true sight real quick to see if there's any glowy objects? Using my
Yes,
my
we'll get to you in a second.
Okay.
As yep, Gamble, you managed to pop the door open. Phony looks up at you. Thank you, sir. And she looks back between the two of you. So you guys are coming in, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If we're getting charged for breaking and entering, might as well get all of us charged.
Might as well get the entering part.
As far as you guys can tell, there's only one person who has seen you guys breaking and entering, and he's just drinking.
Yes, the alleyway hobo.
Yes.
All right,
Just
It's not,
looks-
Can we-
it's not Decker in disguise, is it?
This guy's he's got 5 o'clock shadow. He's wearing a sock for a hat.
I want to close the door behind me and then kind of half-assedly put the lock back in place, just to...
Yeah.
So
Roll me a movement for that, actually.
My movement.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be more of a alteration thing.
Yeah. All right. never
Like
mind.
I'm just
You guys
putting it.
come
I'm just
back
like
and
taking it and just putting it back so it looks like it's there.
Putting the screws back in the holes and
screws
just
back
kind
in,
of
you're
like.
jeez. As you guys climb up the stairs, Zephyr, as you take a look around the apartment, yeah, there's a few bits and pieces of like magic stuff around.
Probably not a good idea to touch any of them. I know what
Not
kind
very
of magic it
powerful,
is.
mind you. Yeah, but still, doesn't look like anything. Well, you can't see much in this darkness, even with the window cracked open. The sun's been facing the other way.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if like some weird demon hunter group has multiple safe houses.
But, as you go rooting around a bit, you manage to find a couple bits and pieces. Not a whole lot. It's really hard for you to see in here. But Gambul, Phony, and Torihito, you guys managed to get up to the 3rd floor. Phony does kind of confirm that, yeah, it's supposed to be up here. And she looks at a door, knocks on it. Anybody in there?
I go and try and let them in.
Yep. And as you head on over towards the door, there's a bunch of locks on it as well.
They are not fucking around, are they?
Yeah, I guess not. Do you have it, or do you need?
I think I got it.
Yeah, I actually am going to need a logic roll from you because it is in the dark and you can hardly see it.
Out of curiosity.
There weren't any candles?
I'm wondering how far our group is getting in this time frame.
There's the 40.
And as you kind of like grab a hold of the locks, your pickpocket skills come back to you and just.
Just unlock the shit out of that door.
And yeah, Zephyr, you just kind of stand up as you open up the door, look at everyone else out in the hallway.
Played that door like a man.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, it's dark in here. Did anybody else see anything?
Phony, you were in here earlier. Did you know where he kept like candles or anything?
Hold on, I might be able to make some light. She grabs something out of her pack on her hip and starts like finagling with it. But Torihito, Gambul, I would like a perception roll from you guys. As she finally cracks this light on. The room's a little tiny bit of a mess. Looks like this guy lives like a slob.
Nice.
The bed hasn't
In the
been
wrong
made in a
apartment.
while. The sheets are kind of like hanging off the side. From the looks of things, there is what looks to be a nail hanging out the wall. There's no coat
So-
hanging from it.
So it's not messy because it looks like a struggle?
From the looks of it,
He's just plain not here.
he's not here.
He's just
Is there
shitty.
anything different from last time?
I would like another perception roll from you as well, Zephyr. Now that you're able to finally take a decent look around.
Jesus Christ,
Solid.
my perception is for shit right now.
Phony.
You're really good at the getting in, not the looking around.
Phony takes a look around. And she is short. She rolled a 5.
Wow.
Okay,
Heightened.
well, I guess he's not here. Gamble, as you take a look around, something doesn't feel right to you.
Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah. You take a look around, there's, well, for one thing, it looked like he had left a little bit of breakfast on the cooker over there.
The stove is on.
The stove,
There are stoves.
as you kind of like lean over, put your hand near it, it's tepid. Looks
Yeah.
like it was being used this morning. The food on there has kind of gotten cold at this point.
Mm. So it looks like he left in a hurry.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I'm sorry,
But he did
because
remember to
I'm
turn the
stressed out,
stove
but
off.
Yes.
I will communicate that to the group
In Gamble.
in Gambul.
Yeah. It looks like he took his stuff and left. I don't see his crossbow anywhere.
Well, I think I have a feeling in what direction he went to.
Think he's gonna go shoot your maybe mom again?
Possibly.
Daily shooting.
I think we need to head back to the Hall of Pages. Should we stop and gather the others?
She looks over towards you, Torihito, and I would like a feature sight from you.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
My question was, how far have we gotten in this time frame?
Torihito, as you hear this question ring in your ears, you actually kind of go still for a moment. Your whiskers stand on end. Oh boy, yeah, you're gonna need to get the other guys.
Yeah, probably be a good idea. Let's go. Like now.
Okay, let's go.
And yeah, from what ran through your mind, Torihito, as you hurriedly start leading the way back down the stairs.
Yeah, kind of like just quickly.
It's
Thump, 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 thump,
yeah,
thump, thump.
it is not good. You see Decker. You see Decker looks like he's injured down the chamber.
Oh no. I told him not to do anything without me.
And above him, it's hard to make out a whole lot else. But you get an awful sense of something happening. You feel like you guys need to go.
Something bad's about to happen. We need to move.
Torihito, what did you see?
We need to go. Back to that chamber, wherever.
Alright, let's go.
And yeah, Torihito, as you continue your way down the stairs, of course leading the charge at this point, you can see the chained woman fastened to the wall. And it is... There's something off here, man. And as you guys exit the building, following after Torihito, who is hurrying his way back up the streets, we will leave things here.